there are parts of you that are saying, no, this is not safe. And so if you don't help your body and nervous system realize it's safe bit by bit, and you just bulldoze and push and force forward, those actions are not being built on a solid foundation. Hello and welcome back to my channel. So my name is Maya and I help you heal your past trauma, and not only that, I also help you create the future that you so deeply deserve and can experience. So today I want to talk about feeling stuck, and just no matter what you do, you have tried so many different things, you just can't seem to move forward. You can't make any difference, any progress whatsoever. And that is something that so many people are experiencing right now. So let's have a look at why this might be. This might be because you're choosing the safe option. Now, what is the safe option? It's something that you think, okay, if I choose this, then I can see what I'm going to get in return. It's predictable. If we make this sort of choice, then it keeps us stuck inevitably, because we can see, okay, if we choose this, then that's going to happen, that's going to happen. And you know, that is just repeating patterns. It is keeping you in the familiar, because you can predict what's going to happen. Your mind already knows, if I do this, then that's going to happen. And that is your comfort zone. That is your safe little bubble. And when you keep on choosing the safe option, something that's predictable and familiar, you're not making any progress. And that is essentially why you feel stuck, because you're just doing the same over and over again. It might look a little bit different, but it's the same. It's the same because it's the safe option. And now you might be wondering, well, why do people keep on choosing the comfort zone, the familiar, if it generates this feeling of stuckness and just feeling unfulfilled and even frustrated? And the reason why it actually makes complete sense. This is why people do it. Because it's a response to your nervous system basically saying, if we choose the safe thing, we're going to be okay. And we're going to be fine. We're going to survive. Look, we've survived so far by doing the same or similar things. So if we keep on doing the same, we'll keep on surviving. So it makes perfect sense for your nervous system to say, let's just stay in the familiar. Let's stay in this comfort zone. It's worked so far. But then you also need to respect the frustration that is showing up as well. This frustration is an important part of you. So it's really good to be aware that, okay, I'm feeling pretty frustrated, that nothing's changing. I feel stuck. So something does actually need to change. And essentially what change means that you need to move out of the familiar. So that's a bit of a scary situation, isn't it? Because your nervous system and your ego is trying to keep you safe in the familiar, in the comfort zone, because it knows that's fine, we've survived so far. But then there's another part inside of you that feels frustrated and stuck and unfulfilled. And then that part wants to grow and experience something new, exciting, maybe something better, maybe something that you've desired, hoped, and dreamed for. And you can't reach that, which you haven't experienced yet, if you stay in your comfort zone, which obviously you have experienced and are familiar with. So there is a little bit of a discrepancy there, where safety, ego, nervous system wants to keep you, but a part of you really wants to grow and have these new exciting experiences and improve your life. So a little bit of a dilemma, but it's good to notice. And as soon as you notice, you can actually say to yourself, okay, nervous system, body, I understand you want to keep me safe. That's so nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. But at the same time, I do also want to experience something new and exciting. And then you can slowly start taking steps towards this. So once you've recognized, okay, I'm staying in the familiar, in the comfort zone, because that's what will keep me safe, then you can start noticing, okay, which decisions am I actually making out of fear? Because I'm scared to move into something new. And this is the most common reason why people feel stuck, because it's scary to move out of the familiar comfort zone. But you can, of course you can. And people do this every day. It does take a little bit of courage. It does take a lot of awareness. And so with this awareness now, you can ask yourself, okay, I understand I'm safe in this familiar, but I'm just not fulfilled by it anymore. It's just not quite hitting the mark in my life anymore. I really do want to experience something new, and I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone. And just find compassion for yourself. Take a lot of deep breaths, because this is actually your nervous system trying to keep you safe. And you need to understand that your nervous system is part of your subconscious. Your subconscious is 90% of your driving force. And your conscious is only 10% of your logical mind saying, look how nice that would be. It makes complete logical sense, you know, on your conscious level. But your subconscious, 90%, your body, your nervous system, is probably saying, no, it's scary, it's unknown, that could potentially be unsafe, there's a risk there, we don't know what's going to happen. And maybe you even had bad past experiences where you get triggered. You get triggered and say, wait a minute, we had a similar past bad experience that's not safe. Let's not do that. And it could be something from it could be something recent, it could be something from a long time ago, it could be something intergenerational. These traumas are various types. But it doesn't matter what the trauma is specifically. You can just notice when you're triggered and then help your nervous system calm down. And so you notice when you're triggered, maybe when you start sweating, maybe when you suddenly can't think straight, you feel hot, or maybe you start doing a nervous tic, like you start fidgeting, you know. So you can notice your tells when you're triggered, and then just bring in like, oh, okay, let's breathe. I have stepped out of my comfort zone somewhere there, and now I get to help my body, my subconscious, my ego feel safe again. And just bring it back to a calm place. And just show your body that that's okay. We took a little step in the direction of something we want to experience in the future. And it was a little bit scary, but it's okay, because we can come back to safety. So breathing is really good to come back to safety. And like I've spoken about in other videos, you can use tapping. I love tapping. Tapping is a really good way to immediately take a deeper breath when you hit this pressure point here on the side of your hand. And you just tap a little bit and breathe. It immediately sends a signal to your nervous system saying, we're okay. We're okay. We're safe. It's okay. And I know for your conscious mind, you might be thinking, oh gosh, that seems so silly. What a waste of time. I don't have time for this. I need to make progress. I need to get somewhere and achieve something. But the thing is, if you bulldoze your way forward and just make stuff happen, it might not last very long. You might end up sabotaging, and that is a subconscious sabotage from your nervous system, from your body, from your subconscious. Because there are parts of you that are saying, no, this is not safe. And so if you don't help your body and nervous system realize it's safe bit by bit, and you just bulldoze and push and force forward, it's not that those actions are not being built on a solid foundation. They are not built on any solid foundation at all. They are going to come crumbling back down very, very likely, and that'll look like self-sabotage. And it's subconscious sabotage. So it's not like you're consciously saying, oh, well, you know, I just didn't decide to go ahead with that anymore for XYZ logical reason. No, it will be actually something quite silly and just an excuse, really. So if you listen to what the sabotage sounds like, it's an excuse. And that's just your nervous system saying like, no, this is not safe. We can't do this. It's a no. So step by step, just taking it easy. And even though that might be frustrating, it's more frustrating to, one, stay stuck in and never go anywhere, just stay in your comfort zone. And two, put in all of that effort and make things happen just to have it fall apart and be sabotaged. So I know those two options do exist, and you know they happen, but we don't have to experience that. We get to make a third choice where we just take consistent action slowly, and we always check in with our body to make sure, okay, how am I feeling right now? How is my body feeling right now? And really tap in. See, okay, am I pushing too much? Am I trying to force things? Or do I feel safe? And not just logically, yes, I'm safe in this house, there's no threat here. No, do I feel safe in my body? Because your body has got these trauma imprints from past experiences that were traumatic, right? So that got stuck in your body. And if you do something similar that might bring up that, trigger that trauma imprint, that's a trigger, then your body doesn't feel safe. And that's the whole point. So as soon as you notice, okay, triggered, I've touched a past trauma imprint wound, then it is a really good time just to take a step back, take a deep breath, and check, okay, where am I? Where am I on the scale of feeling safe to triggered to scared, maybe frozen? And this is where you can check in on the different stress responses. Do I feel fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, right? So usually, in fact, this is something I'll cover in a different video because it's quite an in-depth subject. This video is just to bring some awareness to why you're feeling stuck, why might you be not making progress, and if you are making progress, why are you sabotaging it, and how you can actually move forward and make progress on a very solid foundation and from a place that is actually going to help you consistently move forward and actually build something really strong that will stand the test of time and help you actually grow into that new experience, that goal, what you actually want to bring into your reality. So I hope that this has been helpful, interesting, entertaining, and if you'd like to hear some more, I will be talking about the fight, flight, fawn, freeze response in a future video. I might break them into individual videos depending on how long they end up being. And if you'd like to see that, subscribe, and you can hit the notification bell, then you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, you can push the like button. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye.